Bitch, you guessed it. Bitch, you guessed it. You guessed it. You did it. Cheers. Cheers. It is I, Shanti Tay, coming at you. Ooh. I was lifting some weights, and I pulled a muscle in like my chest boob, and I can't laugh without being in pain. So just like, don't make me laugh, okay? If you are new here, welcome. If you are not new here, welcome. Like, what is an aura? Like, what even is an aura? Today we're going to read from the book, one of my books. So I was thinking we could play like a game, like a cheers game every time I fuck it up. Ow, stop laughing. I truly hope everyone is doing great, and if you're not, that's okay, because it's okay to not be okay. Just please know that, dude, bitch squad, so much love to you. It's a real pressurized time, is it not? And one of the reasons why, I mean, I love talking about the aura and what it actually is, for so many reasons, including this. Okay, number one, the aura is a word that gets tossed around so often for years and years and years and years, right? Without actually like any context of knowing what it actually is, that it is even like a thing. It's an actual thing, okay? It's not just this airy-fairy concept of like, oh my god, your aura, right? It's electric. It is measurable, and it is responsible for so much, okay? And it is also something that we can have command over when it comes to strengthening, expanding, fortifying it, okay? It's why I do what it is that I motherfucking do. Can I get a cheer? Here's a... All right. Shall we read from the book? Let's. All right. I marked it, y'all. What do I want to read? Okay, this is such a fun book. It's called Success with Source. Success with Source. Can you say that 10 times fast? Success with Source. Success with... Ooh, that came out different. That's a different book. Ow, stop laughing. Ow. Okay. I wrote this one with some fabulous people, and it's all about women who practice vibrational alignment in their business. So yes, it is all about biz, like high vibe biz, but I really got into what the hell the aura is, how to use it, why it's important. All right, so let me just, where do I want to start? I'll start here. All right, this is what I wrote. Okay. The aura is a massive energy field encircling your entire being that is electrically charged with light and sound, also known as vibrational frequency, okay? The energy field is a bubble. Like this particular energy field, the energy field of the aura is literally a bubble that contains your life force energy, okay? Because our life force energy expands beyond this physical meat suit, okay? It is responsible for attraction, repulsion, protection, and resilience. So oftentimes when we think of resilience, we think of the nervous system, which is, yes, 100% true, but the aura is also directly related to, number one, the nervous system and our ability to be resilient, okay? So much like how an electric current is applied to Tesla coil channels, cheers! I already fucked it up. Cheers! Rewind. Okay. Much like how an electric current is applied to Tesla coil channels, creating its electromagnetic field. Okay, so that. For living beings, we have 72 1,000 energy channels in total. These are called nadis. We learn about this in Kundalini Yoga. Yes, yes, we do. There are there's three main channels, which are the Ida, the Pingala, and then we have along the spine the Shushmana. Okay, have we heard of this? Okay. If we haven't, that is okay. So the Ida and the Pingala are coiled along the spine. Okay, these are energy currents that are very measurable in the body through scientific instrumentation. Okay, so you could think of like that coil being kind of like shoved down at the base of the spine, and when we're doing our Kundalini Yoga and our breath work and all this stuff, we are releasing it from stagnancy so the coil can then travel up the spine. And the Ida, okay, the Ida, one of those serpentine-like coils, is feminine in nature, and the Pingala is masculine in nature. All right, so that creates what? Balance. The balance between heaven and earth, the balance between the moon and the sun, the balance between the masculine and the feminine. Okay. And again, the Shushmana Nadi is the main channel in the center that runs up and down the spine. And what's cool, I'm going to side note tangent, I'm moving away from the book for a second. When you are moving and grooving and the cerebral fluid is flowing, you know, we have those coils of the Ida and the Pingala Nadi moving along the spine, and at each point where there's this kind of crossover, you have a chakra point. Okay? Okay. Okay? Okay. All right, so prana, or life force energy, is electricity delivered to the nadis and distributed throughout the system through the channels via the breath. Also emotional expression. The breath is a delivery system of the vibrational cheers! Okay, prana, or life force energy, is electricity delivered to the nadis and distributed throughout the system through the channels via the breath. The breath is a delivery system of the vibratory life force energy current that charges the three main nadis that nourish and electrify the entire being, creating its own unique electromagnetic field known as the aura. Okay? This now brings me to what I like to call the party donut. All right. Or the torus field. Have we heard of this? If you haven't, that's okay. And if you have, hello. Okay, the toroidal field is the sacred geometric shapes of creation. All right, so I want you to visualize, if you will, this kind of stream of energy going up from the base of the spine, cascading out from the top of the head, and then cascading around the entire system, thus creating this electromagnetic field. Okay, but in order to have that moving and vibrating in a specific frequency, okay, we call this the neuron velocity. We have to have all the components of what Kundalini Yoga brings to the equation for us, which is the prana, right? That's the breath, the movement of the life force energy. We also lean into the mantra, right? To then clean and clear and rewire the entire system, but especially the subconscious landscape. Okay? Right? That gives us our ability to focus deliberately in a way that is superhuman. Okay? All right, and we have the movement. We can't have, we're not going to be able to do shit without movement, and we need to move the body. That's why a lot of people are like, dude, I can't fucking meditate. Well, are you exercising beforehand? Because you have to fill up the gas tank before you go on the journey. Meditation is a journey. Even if it's a journey to 0 point, it's still a journey. So you gotta have the movement, the breath, the neuron velocity, the vibratory frequency in order to go on that meditative journey. Okay, and the aura plays a direct part in this. Okay, you know what? I think I'm just gonna leave it at that for another. I mean, there's so I get into this is very sciencey. Okay, we can get into that, but let's do that in digestible pieces. That's what she said. Okay, so one of the reasons why I talk about the aura in regards to business and success is because you're not going to be able to, number one, call in the opportunities, number two, even see them if you do call them in, number three, say yes to the opportunities when you call them in and you see them. And then let's say you do all three of those, then if the aura isn't strengthened and fortified, you're not going to be able to hold on to the success, hold on to the money, maintain the magnetism for long-term success. Yes? All right, so Shanti Tag, how do you strengthen the aura for someone that might be new? All right. First, and this is kind of airy-fairy, but we're going to go with it. Pretty soon, there drops some yoga classes here on this channel. Okay. Message received. Okay. That is on the way. All right. Visualization. We're going to visualize. Okay, visualization. I'm going to make believe that I have this gorgeous bubble of white light all around me. Okay, now I know this sounds airy-fairy, but it can pack a fucking punch, especially if this is new for you. All you got to do right now is visualize a bubble of white light all around you. And throughout this white light, there's some transparency where you can navigate and see. Okay? And then, if you want to take it an extra step, you're going to visualize a mirror coating on the outside of that bubble of white light. What that is going to do is going to help reflect and deflect and fortify the aura. So what happens is when we have a weakened auric state, which, how do we get there? We're not breathing, we're not living our fucking best life, we're not moving our body, all kinds of reasons why there might be weaknesses or holes, tears, whatever you want to call that, in the aura, which then can act as an invitation for shit that sucks on repeat. That's the shit that hits the fan that I've talked about over and over. Now, if that's happening, that's okay. You can learn from that, you can bounce back, all of the things, okay? But when you can visualize this bubble of white light around your entire being, and on top of that, a mirror coating, a mirror reflection, coating on outside of that. She really fucked that one up. You get what I'm saying, though. You're really just going to kind of start reflecting and deflecting all things that do not serve your highest and best. And you can say those words too. I call upon the power of the white light to encompass me in this gorgeous, gorgeous protective bubble, and reflecting and deflecting that all that does not serve me and only allowing into my space of that which does. Okay? You can use your own words. But that is a brilliant start to well, how the fuck do I even address this thing that you're calling an aura? Okay? Then we have breath. If breath work is new for you, my invitation is just okay, well, are you, assess whether or not you're breathing. Clearly you're breathing because you're alive. But is it a shallow breath? Because remember, shallow breath equals a shallow life. And a shallow breath also equals a dim aura. Now, ask yourself, are you wanting stuff? Are you wanting more success? Are you wanting the lover? Are you wanting the money? What, right? All right. And it I've done all this and I've done all that and it's not really working. Address the aura. Do you have the auric fortitude and magnetism to draw in? And how do we draw in? By becoming the match frequency to what it is that we want. And we can't just become the match frequency to what it is that we want by wanting it. We have to do the work. We have to unpack any of the backlog emotion we've been holding on to, and then we want to do the kundalini yoga to support that, the breath work. So a nice, I'm not going to get into I'm not going to teach a class right now, but it's coming, okay? But one of my favorite things to do for people that are new to breath work is start with a nose breath. Inhale nose, exhale nose, and do your best to keep the chest still and only have the belly move when you're breathing. And if that is not accessible to you while you're sitting or standing, try laying down. When you're laying down, see if the belly on the inhale blows up like a balloon and on the exhale deflates like a balloon. Okay, that's what we want. Try that with your nose breath. Inhale nose, exhale nose. Carve out like 3 minutes to do this. Lie on your back, and then you're going to multitask. Get the nose breath down with the inhale expansion of the belly, exhale deflation of the belly. And while you're doing this, you're simultaneously visualizing that white light bubble all around you, that mirror reflection on the outside. And if you want to bring even more to it, as you're breathing, imagine the breath in is coming in through the base of the spine, all the way up to the top of the head. And on your exhale, that cascade of the toroidal field, the energy that comes out of the top of the head and around the entire body, which creates the fortification of the aura. All right, so I hope that is supportive. That's as much as I'm going to break down for you right now about what the aura is, how to strengthen it, and why we want it. But it is directly related to your success, to your happiness, to your ability to hang on to this success, hang on to the money, attract the lover, hang on to the lover, okay? What the fuck is the aura up to, and what even is it? Because this shit's real. It's not fucking airy-fairy. This is like quantum mechanics here. It's measurable by instrumentation, and I am here to help some motherfuckers out because B-Squad, y'all mean so much to me, and I want nothing but success for y'all and for me. It's why I'm so extra. Have you not noticed that I am extra? I am so extra. I'm passionate. I have this life. I'm not gonna fucking waste it. And nor should you, neither should you. You know what the fuck I'm talking about. But sometimes it's hard to know, like, well, where do I start? How do I even be extra, Shanti Tag? Well, let's start here. Lay on your back if it's available to you. Nose breath. Get the belly moving and grooving, and then visualize that bubble of white light. Say some words to encourage it to form and strengthen. And go from there. See how that works, all right? And there's so much more to come. All right, I think I might do a part 2Z. A part 2Z is maybe on the way for this aura, because it's such a big unpack, and it's something that's so important. All right, because, oh my God, you deserve the best. And so the fuck do I, all right? B-Squad, so much love to you all. Mwah! Satnam, fuck yes.